Hello everyone. I hope that you were all doing great today. Very happy to see you. It's excellent to see some familiar faces today. Thank you for inviting me into this room and to spending some time together. Today we are going to embark together on our 7th musical lip dub activity. We are just brushing through these very quickly. This is becoming quite a great activity that we do together. But before we get into that, I'd like to sing with you a song that celebrates us being together, something that I'm very thankful for week to week. And we can warm up our voices in doing so too. Here we go, everyone. Hail, hail, the gang's all here. What the heck do we care, and what the heck do we care? And hail, hail, the gang's all here. What the heck do we care now? Very good, everyone. Let's keep it up. Big breath. Hail, hail, the gang's all here. What the heck do we care, and what the heck do we care? And hail, hail, the gang's all here. What the heck do we care now? And what the heck do we care now? Excellent singing and excellent listening. So nice to be with you. So this is what you are going to need with yourself today. This is a sheet titled Musical Lip Dub number 7. I will send this document to all the activity staff email as well as to Brenda's email too, so everybody involved in this activity will have access to it. In addition to that, you're going to need a writing utensil of some sort, a pen or anything around that can work for you, which is great. I also would like to take this opportunity to thank all staff members and the activity staff that's around in order to help and engage residents with this activity. I really sincerely thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I miss you guys a lot too. So, writing utensil and document entitled Musical Lip Dub number 7. This video that I will be posting on YouTube will also be called Musical Lip Dub number 7, so it coincides with this document. That's quite important, actually. As you can see on this document, there's many fill-in-the-blank spaces, and we are going to go through each one today. Each one will be addressed and figured out by singing a different song. And these are going to be very well-known songs to us that we will sing together. However, there will be a random part in each song where I just decide to stop. After that point, the next word or two, I will be specific as we go through, but the next word after we stop will be the word that we fill in to that specific fill in the blank. I hope that that makes sense. And without further ado, we shall begin. I also wanted to say that I'm going to give out as many clues as necessary so we all figure this out together. Okay. Musical Lip Dub number 7. Now this is part 2 to Daniel's special surprise. If you have not gone through part 1, that is Musical Lip Dub number 6, which can be also found on my YouTube channel as well. But this is pretty much a continuation of part 1. And to give a quick recap, what happened was Daniel and Susan, it was Daniel's birthday, and Susan presented him the gift of going on a cruise ship to Hawaii, which was quite exciting news. So they spent that lip dub story packing and preparing for their journey. And part 2 begins as they get on their cruise ship. So let's begin. We'll read the first sentence together from the very beginning here. It says, "All aboard, Daniel and Susan's cruise ship left the shipyards to go to Hawaii right at the blank of 7 p.m. So, in order to address that first fill in the blank there on that second line of the first paragraph, we are going to sing the song called Always. It's an Irving Berlin song. Very romantic song. Goes like this. I'll be loving you always with a love that's true always. When the things you've planned need a helping hand, will understand always, always. Good job, everyone. Here we go. Days may not be fair always. That's when I'll be there always. Not for just an hour, not for just a day, not for just a year, but always. Very good. Now keep in mind, as we continue with this song, I will stop at a very random time. Let's continue. Here we go. I'll be loving you always, with a love that's true always. When the things you've planned need a helping hand, I will understand always, always. Days may not be fair always. That's when I'll be there. For just a what? May have already covered that when we sang it through the first time. Not for just a blank, not for just a day, not for just a year, but always. But it's the first one that comes up. Not for just a... This is a 4-letter word starting with the letter H. Lots of people refer to this word specifically when they're looking at the clock, they're looking at the time. Where is that hand? On what blank could it be on? Anybody have the answer or thinking of it? You are very welcome in this activity to reach out to anybody else that is doing this activity with you, your peers, any staff. See what you can come up with together as a team. I'm wondering in this moment, has anyone thought or have already written down the word hour, H-O-U-R? That is precisely the right answer for the first fill in the blank there. It makes sense too. Let's start from the beginning again in reading. All aboard. Daniel and Susan's cruise ship left the shipyards to go to Hawaii right at the hour of 7 p.m. That's great. Let's continue, shall we? The ship was full of food, good company, and lots of dancing. Daniel and Susan were already having the time of their blank, and they weren't even in Hawaii yet. Now, I did put an S at the end of this second fill in the blank, because as we address this specific word in the next song, it doesn't have an S at the end of it. It's okay to cheat a little bit in that instance. So the next fill in the blank will be addressed with the song called Could I Have This Dance? And this is an Anne Murray song. I believe that she is quite local to us, being a Canadian, living on the east coast of Canada. Feel free to sing along if you like. Well, I'll always remember that magic moment when I drew you close. I knew as we moved to the music and held on to each other, I fell in love with you. Big breath, everyone. Here we go. Could I have this dance for the rest of my life? Would you be my partner every night? And when we're together, well, it feels so right. Could I have this dance for the rest of my... For the rest of my what? I feel like you all will know this one. Could I have this dance for the rest of my... This is another 4-letter word, starting with the letter L as well. I feel like it's not necessary to say anything more. I feel like you all know this one pretty well. I'm wondering, does anybody have the word written or is currently thinking of the word life for this second fill in the blank? If so, you are absolutely correct. Take some more time to write down that word, L-I-F-E. And I have already written the word S there, just so it makes sense with the story as we read through it. Let's rewind a little bit. And as you continue to fill out that word, I'd like to read to you just a little back here. It says, the ship was full of food, good company, and lots of dancing. Daniel and Susan were already having the time of their lives, exactly. And they weren't even in Hawaii yet. So L-I-V-E instead of L-I-F-E, if that makes sense. So let's start on the second paragraph here. Seems though, as it starts with, as the ship finally arrived in the Waikiki something. And the Waikiki is the capital of Honolulu, the city being on the island called Oahu. I'm wondering if anyone has been there. It's probably the most city-like portion of all the Hawaiian islands. And the beach in the city is called Waikiki Beach. And it's a beautiful area for a lot of people around the world to gather. So this third fill in the blank is going to be tackled with the song. I'm not actually going to tell you the title of this song because, as it says, the name or the word is actually in the title of the song, but you'll know it. Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother would say, what have you ever seen a llama wearing pajamas down by the bay? Very good. Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother would say, have you ever seen a bear cub giving a hug down by the bay? Keep singing, everyone. Here we go. Down by the... Quite abrupt stop, but I think you know this one. Down by the what? This is a 3-letter word starting with the letter B. Down by the B. Take your time with this one if needed. Down by the what? Has anyone written down the word bay? You are absolutely right. That is the correct answer for the third fill in the blank. I'd just like to take this opportunity at this time to reach out. If you need any help or assistance in writing down your words, please ask any staff that's nearby and willing to help you. And thank you, staff, for doing that. So, as the ship arrived in the Waikiki Bay, there we go, everyone, great job. The sun was as blank as could be. I'm not going to say the title for this song that we are just about to sing as well. For the same reason, the word that we're looking for this next fill in the blank is in the title of the song. We all live in a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine, oh, a yellow submarine. In the town where I was born lived a man who sailed to sea, and he told us of his life in the land of submarines. Here we go, everyone. Great Beatles song. We all live in a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine, oh, a yellow submarine. We all live in a... The one word that followed just after we stopped there, just that one word. Big clue here, it is a color, and it starts with the yellow Y. It also ends with the letter W, if that helps anyone here. I'd like to take this moment right now to share with you that the answer for this fill in the blank is the color yellow. Y-E-L-L-O-W is the correct spelling. I realize that the space that I made for you may be a little bit small for this word, but fit it into the best that you can. So the sun was as yellow as could be. We are just flying through this, everyone. Great job. The sun was as yellow as could be, and the blue blank was the clearest they had ever seen. The blue blank. And the children's song is one that we're going to sing next for this fill in the blank. It's called Puff the Magic Dragon. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Hanali. Little Jackie Paper loved that rascal Puff and brought him strings and sealing wax and other fancy stuff. Here we go, everyone. Puff the magic dragon lived by the... He lived by the what? We may have already mentioned it when we sang through the song the first time. This is also a three-letter word, starting with the letter S. Puff the magic dragon lived by the... What could it be? This is a great children's song. I'm wondering if anybody sang it when they were a kid. Just a side note. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea. Again, I'd like to remind everyone it is totally okay to talk to your neighbors, talk to your peers, see what they have as well. It's a team effort, this activity. So in this moment, I'd like to share with you that the answer for this particular fill in the blank space is the word see. Not like you see something with your own two eyes, but the body of water that is right outside the windows at the views right now. Some people call it the ocean, and another word for it could be the sea, spelled S-E-A. That's right. Lived by the sea. That's also where Puff the Magic Dragon was too. So, the sun was as yellow as could be from Yellow Submarine by the Beatles. And the blue sea, let's continue here, great job, was the clearest they had ever seen. As Daniel and Susan walked blank from the ship. And for that one, we're going to sing a pretty familiar tune, if I'm correct here. I hope that it's very sunny where you are today. That's a big clue here. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine. That should be easy. This is a four-letter word starting with the letter A. Take your time in writing it out. You're also very welcome to talk to one another too. Please don't take my sunshine. You all are doing great. I'm very proud of you. Please don't take my sunshine away. That's right. I had a feeling this would be quite a popular answer among everyone here. So as Daniel and Susan walked away from the ship, they were greeted by local Hawaiians. They taught Daniel and Susan to say the most common Hawaiian phrase. This particular fill in the blank might be a little bit difficult, but I am here to help you and we will get through it. This song was made famous by a fellow of the name Elvis Presley, and he was in a movie called Blue Hawaii back in the 50s. At the end of the movie, he swam towards a canoe out in the water of the Waikiki Bay, and there was a bunch of local Hawaiians, and he was magically handed a ukulele on this boat, and he sang this song as the closing credits rolled across the screen. And his song goes like this. Aloha Hawaii, aloha Hawaii, ike ona kona no poiki nani ko, one fond embrace, iani kanapa, until we meet again. Aloha Hawaii. Might be a toughie. We'll figure it out. Aloha Hawaii. What's that word that I'm looking for just after I stopped? A big clue here. It's mentioned in the musical lip dub before that fill in the blank. It said it's a very common, or the most common, Hawaiian phrase, starting with the letter A. For us to continue on, this is a very common phrase that people in Hawaii use to say hello and goodbye, and that's just mentioned in the next sentence of this musical lip dub. But it's commonly known to North Americans and us Canadians too. We say aloha, and it has some weird spelling to it. I'd like to share it with you. So you can write down on that specific fill in the blank. It's an A and an L and an O, H and an A, to be pronounced aloha. Take your time to ask for help if you need to write that word down. Aloha. Great job, everyone. I understand that that one was a little bit more difficult for us to get through, but these challenges are making us a lot better at this activity. So they taught Daniel and Susan to say the most common Hawaiian phrase, aloha, which means hello and goodbye in North America, as we just talked about. Let's continue forward, everyone. In blank, so for this one, we are going to sing another kind of tropical song. This one particularly is centered in Jamaica, where a singer became famous. He had the name, or he has the name, Harry Belafonte, I think, if that's pronounced correctly. But he sang a song called Jamaican Farewell. It goes like this. Down the way where the lights are gay and the sun shines brightly on the mountain top, I took a trip on the sailing ship, and when I reached Jamaica, I made a stop, but I'm sad to say I'm on my way. I won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston town. Very good, everyone. Down at the market you can hear all the ladies cry what on their heads they bear. Hacky rice, salt and fish on ice, and the rum tastes good any time of the year. Here we go. But I am sad to say I'm on my way. I won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston. In Kingston blank. In Kingston blank. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston. This is a 4-letter word, I believe, starting with the letter T. Depending on the size of community that we are in, lots of people go to blank to get groceries or anything, chores that needs to be done in this part of your community. Starting with the letter T. Take your time with this one, everyone. There's no time limit. I'd like to share with you, while you are jotting it down, that the answer for this particular fill in the blank is the word town. T-O-W-N. That's great. I'm not sure if the village near Waikiki Bay is precisely mentioned to be a town. It is quite a big community. Maybe perhaps there they call it a city. But it works out with this musical lip dub and the song that we just sang, Jamaica Farewell, to illustrate the word town. So, in town, comma, streets were filled with gift shops. And Daniel even had his picture taken with a tropical blank. And this is a very prime opportunity to address to you all in this activity that the next song we sing, after I stop randomly, the following 2 words are what we are going to jot down. So the next specific 2 fill in the blanks are going to be addressed with one song. And they go right after each other. And as we've done for some songs before this, I as well am not going to say the title of this song because the 2 words are in the title. And I don't want to give it away that easily. But it is another Harry Belafonte song. I am going to use my cable for this because he has a very high voice originally in the recording. Here we go. Yellow bird up high in the banana tree. Yellow bird, will you sleep all alone like me? Did your lady friend leave the nest again? That is very sad, makes me feel so bad. You can fly away, up in skies away. You're more lucky than me. Yellow bird, up high in the banana tree. Yellow bird, will you sleep all alone like me? Did your lady friend leave the nest again? That is very sad, makes me feel so bad. You can fly away, up in the skies away. You're more lucky than me. Now starting the next verse as we've done before, it starts like this. Da, da, da. So what are the 2 words there? I just wanted to help you out additionally with that because it's not really following any words. It's the start of a new paragraph, a new phrase in the song. Da, da, da. Those first 2 words. And I will give you a big clue here. One of those words addresses a color. And that color we've already addressed in this musical lip dub. I'm just realizing that now, so I'm kind of with you in the experience. Da, da, da. It is an animal. It's a type of animal that has a specific color to it. The first fill in the blank space out of the 2, the first one will address the color, and the second one will address the animal. Da, 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 up high in the banana tree. What could it be? What could it be? I'd like to share with you in this moment that the first fill in the blank out of the 2, the first one addresses the color yellow, which we've already did when we sang Yellow Submarine back at the beginning of this musical lip dub. So yellow being the first one, and the second one is a 4-letter word starting with the letter B, and it's a type of animal. The precise answer to that second fill in the blank is the word bird. Bird is the word. Exactly. So Daniel even had his picture taken with a tropical yellow bird. Great job. That one was a tough part of this musical lip dub. We'll continue finally into the third paragraph. Daniel and Susan stayed in Hawaii for 1 week. It's a great amount of time. They loved every second of their adventure, but Daniel looked forward to go blank. And for that first fill in the blank of the third paragraph, we're going to sing another Harry Belafonte song. It's great that we get to go through some of his repertoire. He's a very tropical kind of performer, and this is a very tropical kind of lip dub that we're going through together. Yeah, and this song is called, let me see here, it's called Deo, the Banana Boat Song. And I say that title to a lot of people and it doesn't really ring a bell for them until we start singing. And it goes like this. Deo, Deo, daylight come and they want to go home. Deo, Deo, daylight come and they want to go home. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Daylight come and they want to go home. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Daylight come and they want to go home. Deo, Deo, daylight come and they want to go home. Deo, Deo, daylight come and they want to go home. All right, everybody. Pick the banana till the morning come. Daylight come and they want to go home. Pick the banana till the morning come. Daylight come and they want to go home. Deo, Deo, daylight come and they want to go. A 4-letter word for this particular fill in the blank. A 4-letter word starting with the letter H. I'm realizing now that the word that we're trying to figure out in this moment can also be addressed with this song. Show me the way to go. I'm tired and I want to go to bed. Show me the way to go. Daylight come and they want to go. Starting with the letter H. What could it be? Daniel was looking forward to go to this word. Is anyone thinking of or have already written down the word home? If so, you are absolutely correct. Let's rewind a little bit there so it makes sense with what we're reading together. Starting from the beginning of the third paragraph, it goes, Daniel and Susan stayed in Hawaii for 1 week. They loved every second of their adventure, but Daniel looked forward to go home. Great. Let's continue. I won't ever let this trip blank blank from my memories. And as we did with Yellow Bird at the end of the second paragraph, these two fill in the blanks right beside each other, we will address with the song, let me see here, Catch a Falling Star. This is a great little tune. So just a reminder for this one in particular, I'm going to stop and the following 2 words that should naturally come about will be what we will put into these 2 fill in the blanks right beside each other, okay? So I think it goes like this. Catch a falling star. Catch a falling star and put it in your pocket. Never let it fade away. Catch a falling star and put it in your pocket. Save it for a rainy day. For love will come and tap you on the shoulder some starless night. And just in case you feel you wanna hold her, you've got your pocket full of starlights. Catch a falling star and put it in your pocket. Never let Catch a falling star and put it in your pocket. Never let it fade away. Catch a falling star and put it in your pocket. Save it for a rainy day. Here we go. Catch a falling star and put it in your pocket. Never let it. I'll do that one more time just to clarify where we're at with this right now. Catch a falling star and put it in your pocket. Never let it blank, blank. The first fill in the blank here, out of the two, starts with the letter F, and it's a 4-letter word. The second is as well a 4-letter word, and it starts with the letter A. Never let it blank, blank. Take your time, everyone. Talk to your peers as well. I understand that this one can be a bit more difficult compared to the others we've gone through so far. The answer to these two fill in the blanks right beside one another, the first one being the word fade, F-A-D-E, and the next one is the word away. Never let it fade away, never let it fade away. That's right. So it makes sense when you back up to the beginning of the sentence here. It says, I won't ever let this trip fade away from my memories, he told Susan. Blank, blank, she replied back. Same thing here, everyone. We're going to do the following 2 words after I stop in this next song called It's a Long Way to Tipperary. I didn't find a song that says it's a long way to Hawaii, but you know, for us being on the West Coast, it's actually not a long way compared to other parts of the world. All right, let's go, everyone. Well, it's a long way to Tipperary. It's a long way to go. Well, it's a long way to Tipperary, to the sweetest girl I know. Goodbye, Piccadilly. Farewell, Leicester Square. Well, it's a long, long way to Tipperary, but my heart's right there. Here we go. Well, it's a long way to Tipperary. It's a long way to go. Well, it's a long way to Tipperary, to the sweetest girl. To the sweetest girl, blank, blank. To the sweetest girl. The first fill in the blank, you can see it's illustrated to be a very, very short first word here. Maybe it's only 1 letter. Who knows? I may be giving you a hint, but I may not. That's up for you to decide. The second fill in the blank is a 4-letter word starting with the letter K. To the sweetest girl. If it's in your mind, if it's already jotted down on your piece of paper, I applaud you for partaking in this activity. We are almost done, and I'd like to take this moment right now to share with you the answer for these 2 fill in the blanks side by side. The first one being I, just the word I. And the second fill in the blank, the word no is the correct answer. So that would be K-N-O-W. The phrase I know is the correct answer. Let's rewind back here to almost the beginning of the paragraph, starting with, I won't ever let this trip fade away from my memories, he told Susan. I know, she replied back. Great job. I've had a wonderful time, but I can't wait to see the blank and the blank play in our backyard again. And both these, we're going to do them one at a time. So the first fill in the blank will be with the song Home on the Range. Oh, I love this song. And for those of us who have lived on a country at any period in our lives, I find that this song really speaks to our heart. Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam, where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. Let's do that verse again. Here we go, everyone. Big breath. Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam, where the... Just that one word following for this fill in the blank, everyone. Starting with the letter D. This is a 4-letter word. Where the... Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam, where the... I think you've got this one in the pocket. You got this one in the bag. Where the... Deer is the correct answer for that first fill in the blank. And then we continue. But I can't wait to see the deer and the blank. Another type of animal, almost immediately following the word deer in the song. Where the deer and the... Another animal word starting with the letter A. And this is a big word, probably the longest word we've uncovered in this musical lip dub. Where the deer and the... Once again, starting with the letter A. If you're thinking of or taking the time to write down the word antelope, correctamundo. Very, very good, everyone. Where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. But I can't wait to see the deer and the antelope play in our backyard again. Maybe another adventure awaits next time, and thank you for reading along. That was a difficult musical lip dub, but you know, I had no doubt that we would just breeze right on through it, and that's exactly what happened. I thank you for doing this activity with each other. It's been a great time, and I'm very much looking forward to the next time we get to do this. Next week, for sure. Perhaps Daniel and Susan will go on another adventure, and we'll be able to read along with them as they do so. I hope that you continue to have a good rest of your day, everyone, and I'll see you soon. Smile the while you kiss me, said adieu. When the clouds roll by, I'll come to you. Then the skies will seem more blue down in Lover's Lane. My dearie, wedding bells will ring so merrily. Every tear will be a memory. So wait and pray each night for me till we meet again. And now you have a story to share along with your loved ones and your friends. Thank you so much, everyone. See you soon. Bye-bye.